I should look more fit as a personal trainer. I don't have nearly as much muscle as probably 99% of personal trainers do. I'm a 23-year-old guy trying to give advice to women who are 10, 20, and sometimes even almost 30 years older than me. I don't have a professional setup here. I don't always dress in the nicest clothes, and I probably put off getting a haircut way too long every single time. But one thing I know I can do right is preventing people from quitting at their fitness, especially when it comes to the women that I train. And I think the hardest thing to do is to not give up. The vast majority of women who I speak with when it's a fitness consultation tell me what they have tried before to get in shape. And in a lot of cases, if these women simply just stuck to what they were doing before, they eventually would get the results that they want. But it's because they didn't see the progress as fast as they wanted that they just ended up giving up. And they ended up seeing no progress at all. The craziest thing to me is that even as a coach, I've learned to set the expectations for people who sign up with me, to tell them, hey, you're not going to lose 20 pounds in just 3 to 4 weeks. And even if you do lose those 20 pounds, you probably need to lose closer to 40 or 60 to really see a huge difference in the way your body looks. And even when I try to set those expectations for some of my clients, there's something deep within the human mind that wires us to want the fastest result possible, even if it's the very thing that's going to prevent us from getting that result at all. An example of this is one of the clients that I'm training right now. She's doing absolutely freaking amazing. I told her that we could expect to lose around a pound a week of body fat with our training together. And what's ended up happening is that she has doubled and sometimes tripled that on a weekly basis. When she was expected to only lose 10 pounds, she's lost 20 pounds in 10 weeks. And she's gotten stronger too. And this is a recurring theme with her. She told me that she had woken up this morning, even when she had reached the lowest weight we've been at so far, and she felt depressed looking at herself and not seeing the changes that she's wanted. And I think that's totally fine. Because as a trainer, I don't want my clients to be satisfied, because I always want them to be trying to strive for something greater. Because I think it's when you get satisfied with yourself and not wanting to challenge your body, that's where we can fall back into bad habits. Because there's no goal to strive for. There's no incentive to keep doing the hard work that is eating right, that is exercising. So I think that unsatisfaction is a good thing. And I told her that our feelings don't have to match our actions. We can be totally dissatisfied with how our body looks. And at this point into the program, she has lost twice the amount of weight that the average woman I train does during that time period of 10 weeks. And I told her, as long as you keep doing the things that you need to be doing, the habits that have gotten you this far, on a long enough timeline, which at this pace for her is realistically not that long, maybe 2 or 3 more months, assuming the results stay the same, that she is eventually going to feel the way she wants to feel about her body. And it will be the hardest 5-month fitness journey of her life, but they will be results that she'll be able to keep with her for the rest of her life. Even within these past 10 weeks, she has made more progress with changing her body and losing the weight she's wanted to lose than she has in the past 3 years. And the point I'm trying to get at is that we don't always have to feel like we need to do what we know we need to do with our fitness. We can feel burnt out. We can hate the workouts that we have to do. We can hate the way they feel. We can hate that we have to track our food. We can hate that we have to hit our protein goal and track our body weight every morning. Because as long as we do it, we'll get the result that makes it all worth it. Give yourself the grace to be unsatisfied, to not want to do what you know you need to do and do it anyways, because it's what you need to do. And after I told my client this, she thanked me and she said, "Thank you, I needed that pep talk." And I think the biggest thing that I've learned from coaching so far is it's not the information that I tell my clients about what workouts to do, what machine or exercise is best for their body, what they should be eating, what their habits are. It's accountability and then helping them get out of their own way. The desire for change and the pain we feel when we're in a body that we don't like to look at in the mirror, the very thing that gives us the motivation to change, can ultimately be the thing that prevents us from seeing any changes at all if we let it stop our actions. I just wanted to share this. There's not really anything deeper to it, but as long as you're seeing progress in your numbers, even if the results are slow, don't give up, and it's worth it.